Hi, my name is Jenn. Welcome to my channel. This is an acoustic guitar worship tutorial for the song Holy Forever by Chris Tomlin. And also I think Bethel Music has a version of this. The song is in D flat. I'm going to show you how to use a capo and play G-shaped chords. So when I play a G, if I were to capo 6 to match the recording, that would come out as a D flat. You can capo 5 for the key of C, capo 4 for the key of B, capo 3 and it'll be B flat, capo 2 for A, and take the capo completely off for G. I'm going to put the capo on the 3rd fret and play it in the key of B flat. But like I say, if you want to match the recording, just capo up 6. But for me, I'm just going to play it in B flat for today. So let's get into the song. For the intro of the song, there's several different options. One option is just to do straight down strums. So you're going to start out on a C chord and play that for 3 beats. So C, 2, 3, and on beat 4 go to E minor, and then beat 1 go to D suspended, 2, 3, 4, and then G over B for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor for 2 beats, and then D for 2 beats. Another option is to do some picking, and so you could do the bass note, G string, B string, G string. I like to do it using my pick and my fingers. So I'm doing the bass note and then G string, B string, G string using my middle finger and 3rd finger. So I'm doing bass note, G, B, G. And that's going to be 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You could also do it using just your thumb and your fingers. In this case, I would use my 1st and 2nd fingers and my thumb. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The thing to keep in mind when you're doing this method is don't let your thumb fall behind your fingers. So keep it out front. So if you're going to do the picking version, it would be 3 counts on C. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. Go to E minor, 4 and then in D suspended, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G over B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E minor for 2 beats, 1 and 2 and then D, 3 and 4 and. Another option for the intro, if you want to play something a little bit harder or challenging, would be to play the chords, but also play some of the melody line that you hear the piano playing. So that starts out with open on the G string, 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the G, back to open on the G, 2nd fret on the D, and then go to your C chord. You can also play that while you have your C chord formed. You just have to use your 1st finger and your 4th finger. Then your next line is the 4th fret of the G string, and then open on the G string, and then go to a D chord. And then you want to play 4th fret of the D string with your pinky, play open on the G, 2nd fret on the G, back to 4th fret on the D, and then play open on the D, G over B chord. And then you want to play 2nd fret on the G string, which I do with my 2nd finger. And then play your 4th fret on the D string, and then play E minor, and then D. So it would sound like this. So there's several different options for the intro. For verse number 1 of the song, I'm going to give you 3 different ways to do this. One would be to play some down strums, either on quarter notes or 1/8 notes. I'll probably just do quarter notes. G, 1,000 generations. C, falling down in worship, that's a G. E minor, to sing the song of ages, that's a D. To the Lamb, that's a C. And then G, and all who've gone before us. C, and all who will believe, that's a G. E minor, will sing the song of ages, that's a D. To the Lamb, that's a C. Another option is to do some finger picking like we were doing on the intro. So you want to play your bass note, and then you want to play your G string, B string, G string. So if you start on a G chord, it would sound like this. The bass, then G, B, G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1,000 generations. And C, falling down in worship, back to G, E minor. And all who've gone before us, and C, and all who will believe, back to G, will sing the song of ages to the Lamb. A third option is to do some back and forth kind of rocking back and forth type feel on your finger picking. So you want to play your bass note, G string, and then go back to your bass note, play your B string, back to your bass note, and then play your G string. This is probably a little bit more of an advanced technique, but if you want to tackle it, it's a lot of fun. Once again, I'm playing my bass, G string, bass, B string, bass, G string. And then if I need to fill up any extra gaps anywhere, I just kind of keep rocking back and forth between my bass and my G. So it would sound like this. 1,000 generations falling down in worship to sing the song of ages to the Lamb. So there's a third option for the verse. For the pre-chorus of the song, you want to go to either quarter note or eighth note strums. So it starts on a C chord. Your name is the highest, E minor on beat 4. And then a D. Your name is the greatest, E minor. Your name stands above them all. That's a C chord. All thrones that stay on the C, and dominions. Play E minor. And the D, all powers and positions, E minor. Your name stands above them all, A minor. You could also do the really basic finger picking pattern on the pre-chorus. So it would be bass, G, B, G strings. Your name is the highest. Your name is the greatest. Your name stands above them all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Your name stands above them all. You could also do the finger picking pattern where we kind of rock back and forth between the bass note, the G string, the bass note, and the B string, and then back to bass again. Your name is the highest. Your name is the greatest. Your name stands above them all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Your name stands above them all. And the angels cry. Then you go into the chorus of the song. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to stay up to date on my channel, hit the subscribe button. So for the chorus of the song, it's going to start on a C chord. And the angels cry, holy. So that was E minor, then D. All creation cries. That's G over B. Holy, E minor 7. You are lifted high. That's A minor 7. Holy, a D. Holy forever to G. And then G suspended whenever you play the D chord, you can also do the D chord up here. And if you want to do the bass note with the A, that works as well. So there's several different options for strumming on this. You could do all 16th notes. And the angels cry, C, holy, D, all creation cries, G over B, holy, E minor, you are lifted high, A minor, holy, holy forever, G suspended, G. You could also just do 8th note strums if you wanted. And the angels cry, C, holy, all creation cries, G over B, holy. E minor. You could also do the simple finger picking pattern where you do the bass note and then the G, B, G. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the angels cry, C, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, A minor, holy, holy forever, G suspended, G. For verse number 2, I'm going to give you a couple different strumming patterns you can do. A really easy one would be either do all 8th notes or do 16th notes. So G, if you've been forgiven, and then C, and if you've been redeemed, G, E minor, sing the song forever, that's a D, and then C to the Lamb, and G, and if you walk in freedom, C, and if you bear His name, G, sing the song forever to the Lamb. So that was E minor, D, and then C. And then the last line of the verse, you want to go to a single strum on E minor. We'll sing the song, and then a D, forever and amen. And then you build into the chorus. Another option for the verse would be to put a heavy emphasis on beat 1, the and after 2, and beat 4. So it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can just do the 16th note strums. If you want to, you can go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Or you can just do 16th notes and just put a heavy emphasis, like I said, on beat 1, the and after 2, and beat 4. So it would sound like this. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. If you've been forgiven, and if you've been redeemed, sing the song forever to the Lamb. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you walk in freedom, and if you bear His name, sing the song forever to the Lamb. We'll sing the song forever and amen. Then you go into the chorus. So there's a couple different options for verse number 2. So after verse number 2, we go into the chorus again. And the angels cry. And I would probably just do 16th note strums. And the angels cry. Holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. You go into chorus 2, hear your people sing, holy, to the King of Kings. Holy, Another option for the chorus, on the 16th notes, if you put a heavy emphasis on beat 2 and beat 4, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high. Putting a heavy emphasis on beat 2 and beat 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after verse 2, then the chorus and chorus 2, you go back into the pre-chorus. It's going to start on a C chord. And for this, once again, you want to put a heavy emphasis on beat 2 and beat 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. At least for the most part, that's kind of what I'm doing. But you can do all 16th note strums or 8th note strums, whichever you prefer. Your name is the highest. Your name is the greatest. Your name stands above them all. 2, 3, 4. And so I'm just going heavy emphasis on beat 2 and 4. All thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Your name stands above them all. Since we're repeating the pre-chorus, anytime you're repeating it, just stay on the C chord. Your name is the highest. Your name is the greatest. Your name stands above them all. All thrones and dominions, all powers and positions. Your name stands above them all. And the angels cry. Then you go into the chorus again. So for the last two choruses, it sounds like this. And the angels cry, with just 16th note strums. And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. Hear your people sing, holy, to the King of Kings, holy, you will always be, holy, holy forever. And then the tag, you will always be, holy, holy forever. So on that tag, you just go to 8th note down strums. You will always be holy. And a D or D like this. Holy forever. So that's the song Holy Forever, made popular by Chris Tomlin and Bethel Music. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. If you want to stay up to date on my channel, hit the subscribe button and have a great